Yes, brothers and sisters, so we are finally back. We are finally made it to another reaction on this Brbptv, brothers and sisters. Welcome, brothers and sisters. But remember, be real, be positive right there. And then I do appreciate every single one of you guys for tuning into these vibrations. I will be dropping another one on the Mr. Leaks reaction, guys. So tune in for that one a bit later on. But of course, guys, we're gonna get into the vibrations. And of course, this is my thoughts on a number of things. What are your thoughts? Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment box below, guys. And don't forget to do what? Hit that like button, brothers and sisters. Thumbs up. I would appreciate that once again, guys. Don't forget to do that if you've not done so yet. Of course, big up all yourself for definitely doing that. And of course, with that said, guys, let us get into the vibrations for today right there. Now, brothers and sisters, we see this letter or this article that is apparently entitled State of the Nation. And on top of that, brothers and sisters, well, at the bottom of it, it pretty much reads every not some, brothers and sisters, not so, it's not a Mr. Leaks reacts, guys. It is entitled Everybody Brokes, and of course, the state of the nation is right there. I was kind of interacting like a Mr. Leaks reacts, but this is Brbptv. Anyways, guys, of course, it reads, a few years ago, brothers and sisters, the deputy leader of the Roosevelt-Skerrit regime, Reginald Austri, declared that Dominica has been lost for too long. It is very interesting that Reginald made that statement knowing who made Dominica last for too long. Now let's say it was United Workers Party that made Dominica last for so long, even though it was not last. Back in the day, Dominica was contending seriously with the Caribbean, especially during the periods of 1990 to 1999. Yes, it was contending because I remember these times right there. But of course, Reginald came in and he made that statement. And I saw him make that statement, stating in his red shirt. And he said, Dominica has been last for too long. And they had been in power for over 10 years, brothers and sisters, when they made that statement. Matter of fact, over 15 years when they made that statement right there. Dominica has been last for too long and they are the ones in power for 15 years. And it's interesting that they keep blaming the United Workers Party. After the United Workers Party, they was blaming Erica. Then after Erica, they blame Maria. And then after Maria, they blame the Rona. So they keep putting the blame game on everything else other than themselves. Even though I remember Roosevelt-Skerrit came and say that everything seems to be going bad across the world. And when you look at the trajectory of other countries, if you're not foolish enough to just accept what people say because they are leaders, you will then realize that what they are saying doesn't necessarily add up. Especially when it comes down to the tourism arena. Because Dominica tourism is going down. Hopefully, by some miracle, it went up to this year. But generally speaking, brothers and sisters, as you see the trajectory, Dominica has been on the decline while all the other countries are on the increase. They are on the incline, brothers and sisters, which is very interesting right here. Anyways, let us get back to this. But of course, Reginald Austri declared that Dominica has been lost for too long in this world and behind in too many things. Interesting. As I'm thinking there, guys, I'm doing a reaction, but as I'm thinking here, guys, I'm thinking of the amount of monies that was raised as a result of CBI. And not one single factory, that could be competitive. Brothers and sisters, I was having a discussion when I did this to my hair. I was having a discussion, and I like the discussions that we tend to have in the barbershop, brothers and sisters. One of the discussions that we were having was on the basis of different things. They're saying that Kubuli is Dominican's own. But it's a sad state of affairs when you're understanding that Kubuli being Dominica's own is being produced in another country. It is being produced in another country, brothers and sisters. Just like I was telling them, brothers and sisters, we have sorrel. But every time you have to bring sorrel for your family members overseas, you have to give them Jamaican sorrel. I would understand if Dominica doesn't have sorrel, brothers and sisters, but we have sorrel and we giving our family members who from Dominica Jamaican sorrel. Let me continue reading that thing there. Skerrit himself boasted of the hundreds of millions of dollars exported from the country every year through the employment of foreigners in jobs that unemployed Dominicans are willing and not able to do. Interesting. And he shamelessly gloated to the people that the healthcare crisis in the country is not his business because he has insurance. Yes, I remember him saying that he can fly his family members out. Then his supporters watching him, and he said to his supporters, what about you? As the prime minister of a country, you telling your supporters that you can send your family members outside Dominica, not in Princess Margaret Hospital, not in China Friendship Hospital. You're saying you have the privilege to send your children, and you are the one who championed it? No. You say you can send your little ones and your family members overseas for medical attention. Then asking his supporters, what about you guys? The very supporters that elected him to do things for them in the healthcare arena. He's asking them, what about them? And they clapped. They clapped, brothers and sisters, and then you wonder why everybody's broke. Why? When man is clapping for their own downfall, you expect man to elevate? Not so it does happen, no, brothers and sisters. Reality is a hell of a thing. When you think you can just believe certain things and then think things are going to work out for you, no. It doesn't work out like that. And it's interesting sometimes when you look at the churches, and don't get me wrong, I believe the churches are necessary for this day and age, but the churches also need to act right in this time, because some churches, not all, some churches will then side with the very regime because they are getting some sort of monies and this kind of things there. I remember when they spoke to, I think it was Marzel. They was asking him, Marzel, are you going to do something? Are you going to say something about what is happening in Dominica? There was during the time when Marigot was going to protest and block people and all sorts of things, and Salisbury had the issues and all kind of things. And they was asking him, what's going on? What can you say? He remained quiet. I wonder if it's because they gave some monies to the church, that's why. But what do I know? It's alleged. Let's continue, brothers and sisters. And he shamelessly gloated to the people that the healthcare crisis in this country is not his business, because he has insurance, and if anything happens to members of his family, he can fly them out for proper medical attention. Dominica is the smallest and slowest growing economy in the OEC, as the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States has confirmed again this year in the economic growth projection of the Economic Commission of Latin America. Brothers and sisters, you can Google this stuff to see if it's true or not. Don't believe me, brothers and sisters. Google can be your best friend too. Now let's listen to what is going on right there.
We don't have the money. We don't have the money.
Everybody brooks.
The local church, we don't hear it's
empty. Ah, boy. As I see this there, brothers and sisters, it reminds me of what the European Union said. After the OCCRP came down to say to Dominicans that, hey, they sold more passports than they have stated to the Dominican people. They stated this. I remember an individual asked me a question, asked me, how much passports? I told him 7,000, because that's what we were told. Even though I know that was not the case, But that is what we were told, brothers and sisters. The European Union came down to Continental Resort in Portsmouth with the other Caribbean folks, yes, including Matnick, from my understanding. They came down, brothers and sisters, and they reported that it was only 1/4. Why is the government reporting only 1/4 of the of sold passports? Why? Or did I misunderstand it? Did I misunderstand it, brothers and sisters? 1/4. So that means 75% was not reported, which means only 1/4 of that funds was alleged to be sent to Dominica, brothers and sisters. Because we heard that there are monies, other monies outside, even though they said it was 7,000 or around that region, brothers and sisters. We heard that there are monies outside, which should not be. This is illegal. And you ask yourself, why isn't the police doing anything about it? Why? Well, maybe the police themselves are also corrupt. Maybe. You don't think so? I'm just saying. Just maybe, brothers and sisters. Maybe that is the case right there. But 75%. European Union came to tell the people of Dominica. And you think that nothing funny is going on, brother? Nothing really? No? All right then. Let's continue, brothers and sisters.
And you in charge of our treasury overseas.
By the way, that this is the total amount every year of citizens and new citizens, brothers and sisters. The CBI receipts that are coming in, you can see it right there. Unaccounted for, brothers and sisters. Unaccounted. All right then.
Over 6 billion and counting, and we the people down here scrunting. Never in our life before, in our Dominica.
6.1 billion from the sales of CBI passports since Hurricane Maria missing. Well, you think that Song of Dice was just written by mistake? Mr. Abdullah, bring money, Mr. Abdullah.
All our wealth offshore and our people so far. We facing a crisis here, so I bypassing leader. We suspect you don't like him anymore.
Oh, they don't like you anymore. Oh, so you holding the money? Oh, okay.
So I bypassing leader. We suspect you don't like him anymore. Bring money, Mr. Abdullah. Bring money.
Scared that Mr. Abdullah holding our passport billions unlawfully outside of Dominica, which, yeah, it should be in the consolidated fund. You want our money, but Mr. Abdullah, whatever you agreement all you have according to this song, bring money.
Everybody broke down here, bring money. Billion or 2 or 3, bring money. From our treasury overseas, bring money. The man never see, come see. Waste all the country money, buying election and building mansion.
Brothers and sisters, how are we spending all these millions of dollars to bring down all sorts of people to wow the people, brothers and sisters? To wow the people during election time, and then when election over, we wondering, but wait a while, but where the money now? We end up, we all out there, people said, we enjoying ourselves, hey, look, thing free, we come and get free drinks. I remember people on video in DLP, Raleigh, hey, free drinks, we can just get free drinks, yeah, and they're happy. Brothers and sisters, nothing in this life is free. The very people that balling free is the monies that's supposed to help them that doing that. And then it's alleged that the government will come and say, hey, it's my friends that helping me out. My friends. Furthermore, brothers and sisters, all you don't understand something funny with that statement. Foreign people is helping your government to do elections, if that is the case. They're helping to do elections, brothers and sisters. And you don't think they want something in return? Maybe? I don't know. Well, apparently, it reminds me of the Ali Reza Monfored issue. Ali Reza Monfored, brothers and sisters. Yeah, he was, he in jail now. He in jail now. He thought he could stop his dirty ways because he get diplomatic passport. Brothers and sisters, you know what? I have the list, I have the list, brothers and sisters. You know much people, ambassadors of ours, that end up in jail or with trouble with the law? Alison Maduke Gasa? Our ambassadors? Appointed by whom? Aye.
Now we going after credit union. You see, you want to reset for people money.
And the funny thing, brothers and sisters, you know who's supporting that? We had that discussion. It's very interesting. It's a good thing I had that discussion earlier on today. It's the very poor people themselves that supporting it because they're getting a $500 or $300. That is something else, we boy. To get in a $500 or $300 or $1,000 or a $10,000. You get in a $10,000, brothers and sisters, and you're happy. For 5 years, you get $10,000. And per month, it is alleged that the Prime Minister and his wife are making about $92,000 in total. Between $60,000 to $70,000 for house rent or apartment, whatever they call it, brothers and sisters. And 22 in total of their salary is about $92,000. And you're happy you get $10,000 and then people making, it's alleged to make 92, boy. But where we be now? Where we be? Some are making $700 a month, we brothers and sisters. $700 a month, we. That is $8,400 a year, we. That is still not 10,000, boy. That's all, let me continue, eh? Well, apparently, remember these brothers and sisters, on the 25th. Coming up, brothers and sisters, the 25th in 6 days. Sunday, February, brothers and sisters, Roseau Riverbank, 3 p.m. It's important, brothers and sisters. They have no jobs there. Poverty rising. Talking about, we'll get to that in a moment, brothers and sisters. We'll get to that in a moment. Healthcare in crisis, justice in crisis, passport billions missing, foreigners in control. We want our money. All these things are true, brothers and sisters. Who is handling we had that talk again today. Who is handling construction industry in Dominica? Who? Isn't that the only industry in Dominica that has some sort of vibrancy in it? Who is handling it? Not the foreigners? The passport billions that are missing, brothers and sisters. Free fourths. Free fourths, brothers and sisters. You see the red unaccounted? So when OCCRP them came down and say, hey guys, look what's up. People didn't take that serious. Monies that can be used to help the people with. To help the people with. To put things in. To put things in position and all these kind of things. That's kind of weird, eh? A weird voice. Anyways. Brothers and sisters, it's very, very, I find that really weird. I just hear some kind of noise. And they don't know what you're wrong. I heard speaking. Anyways, brothers and sisters, maybe the computer that did this. But I just find it really sad. Really, really sad. Sometimes you have to wake up, brothers and sisters. Meanwhile, 2023 Queen winners and Road Parade winners still have not received prize money or awards. But you all want contestants and bands to partake in all your commerce? You all better pay up. Well, this is alleged, brothers and sisters. I don't know if that's the case. You guys can let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. That's why the comment box is there. Meanwhile, 2023 Queen winners, whoever the winners are, I guess first place winner, first place, second place, third place, and the Road Parade winners still have not received their prize money and awards yet. They win 2024. We just there's a new queens. 2024. This is 2023. Let me, brothers and sisters, I refuse to believe that. Let me know in the comment box below if this is true. And it cannot be true. Meanwhile, 2023 Queen contestants or winners and Road Parade winners still have not received their prize money or awards. But you all want contestants and bands to partake in all your comments. I remember what was taking place in Dubla. Brothers and sisters, I remember back in the day, and this maybe from my limited knowledge, from my limited knowledge in the whole Queen Show vibrations, I never remember people have to solicit funds from overseas for them to participate in Queen Show in Dominica. I never knew this. I know businesses will come in because they know they're going to benefit in that regard. But when businesses themselves don't even want to come to sponsor Queen Boy, and they're pulling out, brothers and sisters, we will talk about that in a moment. Because this is very interesting. Remember, no jobs, brothers and sisters. Why is there no jobs? Anyways, you all better pay up. Look all you owe in 2 carnivals and counting. 2025, same speed. Same speed, brothers and sisters. But yet still they increase their salaries though. Didn't they increase their salaries? I remember at one point in time they increased their salaries by half, 50%. Then they increased it again. Then they increased it again, brothers and sisters. 30%. Who you think they were? Who you think the people at the top? The parliamentarians they working for? You think they're working for you or you working for them? Which one? They increase their salaries and you begging to increase your salary, and your salary doesn't increase. Just the other day, I think they give 6 to 13%. You think that beating the inflation of the time that they're supposed to increase salaries? Huh? You think? Brothers and sisters, there comes another one, brothers and sisters. There comes another one. Not true. Let's zoom in this right there. February 17th, apparently. Their valued clientels, customers. Closure of Body Bliss Spa. Closure of closure. This is February, brothers and sisters. This is it. The third one. There was 4 that closed in January, just on the cusp of February. I think they sent the letter in January. I think it's the 31st. I did a reaction on that, brothers and sisters. I don't remember. If you guys can, refresh my memory. I did a reaction on the last one, and I was going to say five businesses closed in January, but I realized that one it on February 1st it closed. Well, they stated it was going to be closed, but they wrote the letter in January, right? Okay. February 17th, brothers and sisters. Closure of Body Bliss Spa. We hope this message finds you well. Closure of business that somebody or the customers, are happy to partake in, or happy to give their monies to because of the services offered. You are telling them, we hope this message finds you well. How are we going to find them well when they have to then find somebody else to do? I'm guessing they're speaking to the loyal customers, the valued clients. After 7 years and 9 months. 7 years, brothers and sisters, and 9 months of serving the Dominican population, we have taken the decision to close our doors on February 29th, 2024. That is 5. That is 6. That is 6. That is 6 businesses that close in Dominica for the year that I know of, brothers and sisters. I did all the reaction to the others. I don't remember some of them, but in the reactions, brothers and sisters, we would like to thank you. That's what they're saying. Thank you, our valued clients, our clientele, for your support over the years. While this is goodbye for Body Bliss, Pure Bliss Spa will be open on March 4th, 2024. So I'm guessing that something else is gonna take place. I think I read a comment. Will be open. Yes, so I think they're trying to pass on the customers to another spa. Body Bliss Spa, Pure Bliss Spa. Well, I think they're trying to pass on the customers to this one. Wherever this one is, will be open March 4th, 2024. Right there, brothers and sisters. So that is a very interesting scope right there. But then it doesn't stop there, brothers and sisters. To our valued customers, the Copper Yard restaurant, another restaurant, remind me of Guyav, brothers and sisters. Another restaurant has decided to call it quits. Please note that the Copper Yard restaurant is closed for the foreseeable future. What they can see, brothers and sisters, is not good for them, and as a result of that, for the foreseeable future that they can presently see, they are about to close down the restaurant. I remember this pal rep telling me that the economy is doing well. That is number 7 for the U. So when we see that, brothers and sisters, when you see that article, everybody broke, you think it's joke? And people will still continue to support their own demise. That is what I don't understand. But then again, when you have legendary minds and wisdom of people like Professor Lumumba, and I'll keep telling you guys the same thing over and over, the people get what they truly deserve. And of course, there was a funeral for Dinah, rest in peace. We have Mr. Astafans, rest in peace. For Dinah, Miss Frampton, rest in peace as well. But there was something rather interesting, brothers and sisters. When the oppressor keeps feeling like they have the power, I remember this priest had something to say in that regard when it comes down to people thinking that they have all the power.
We don't run things. We're not in charge. We don't run things. We're not in charge. We don't run things. We're not in charge.
We don't run things. We're not in charge. Let me repeat it again.
We don't run things. We're not in charge.
We're not in charge.
God is in charge.
You hear the crowd start going on?
We don't run things. We're not in charge. God is in charge.
God is in charge. But it's rather interesting, brothers and sisters. Sometimes we always praying. I think that's the point I was going to make earlier on when I spoke about the church. We always praying and say, Lord, help us, please help us. But you have no action to do. No action to do. Yourself quiet, hoping for somebody else to come and save the day. And you say, Lord, help us. Sometimes, brothers and sisters, being on your knees is one thing, but then you have to rise up and take action. There are a number of folks that tell me, boy, well, Labour not coming out there, so what are you voting for? Can you imagine thousands of people across Dominica saying that? Can you imagine if there's thousands of people who saying, Labour not coming out there, going to vote? Can you imagine if the thousands of people that saying that would actually vote and realize, hey, let us give somebody else a chance? We don't know what that person might do, but we know what the present one is doing because they're screwing up the nation. They're screwing you up, brothers and sisters. They're owing all sorts of people, all sorts of things after making all sorts of promises, brothers and sisters. You know what they're doing. So give somebody else a chance to see if they can do better or not. If they're not doing better, you change them. Simple truth, like they don't say. So, give somebody else a chance. If the thousands of people that saying they're not voting, nothing happening in Dominica. If the thousands were doing that, you don't think there will be a change? You don't think so? Even if they bring in all sorts of voters from overseas to come in to vote, they might be getting paid or getting a free ride to Dominica. Free ride, hey. To come to vote, brothers and sisters. You don't think the thousands of people in Dominica that say they're not voting would vote, and you don't think the scales would change? What I know, according to Uncle,
we don't run things. We're not in charge. God is in charge. Only God is in charge.
Amen, sister. Amen, sister. Whoever that say that, amen. Only God is in charge. Anyways, brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts, man? I just figured I'd bring this up right there. I was listening to the funeral. Rest in peace, Father in Frampton. Did they have the funeral of Astafans, Ronald Astafans? I haven't heard anything. Or maybe I was in Dominica or something. I don't know. But did they have it? Or they trying to do an autopsy to find out what exactly was happening? I don't know, brothers and sisters. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. Anyways, brothers and sisters, what are your thoughts, man? If you understand this video, like I said before, hit the like button, brothers and sisters. I would appreciate that right there. And of course, subscribe and turn on that post notification. Of course, with my thoughts and if you want to get more of my thoughts on different subject matters, brothers and sisters, subscribe and turn on that post notifications so you can get all the videos as they tend to come through. Click subscribe, click the bell, click all. I'll be notified when I drop my videos right there and then, brothers and sisters. Tune in for the next reaction I'll be doing a bit later on today. Of course, it's your boy Mr. Licks on this here Brbptv. Remember, guys, be real, be positive.